Happy Thursday, happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing than trading these markets on this Thursday. Let's go over our stocks for the day. First, let's look at the greatest flow. Let's look at Apple. That's not really a flow state. Let's look at coin. That has some flow. Let's say coins on the list. No. No. Somewhat. No. I'm going to give it to coin for the greatest flow. Now let's look at the stocks that we traded. First, we traded JPM. So with JPM, we were looking at the 5-minute when we got in it. For the most part, we were just thinking, hey, these are close, the 20 and the 200. And if they're close, then the greatest move comes off of it. The 200 is 45, so there's no telling. It could go down, it could go up. And like this was doing, it went actually down. It started off here, went down, and then it went up, and then it went up even more. So we're looking at this is a big green bar, and we're expecting more forward progress. So we buy in here, and we get a little bit of momentum, and then we're looking at the 2. We get some resistance, and we get out of that, and then we take the profit on that. Let's say we kept looking at it. This is pretty much flat on the 5-minute. So it'd be, hey, up and down until it picks a route. It looks like it picked down eventually. So on the 2-minute, we could say, hey, 1, 2, 3, play that down. That would be a nice trade. You would think you could play this up since it's such a big move. You would have risked it and you would have got knocked out right there. Now, if a move like that gets killed, you're thinking, hey, okay, it should have went up with a move like that, so it's clearly going down. So we're playing this color change here. You could have profited from that. It went opposite again. Now it's close. Biggest moves come from when they're close. We're looking at a position of power. You get a huge move green into a flat 200. You expect more to happen from that. You get no follow through. As soon as it takes it out, you sell, set the stop. right here. Set the stop right here. You got in right here. So now I'm not trading it this time. I'm out at 11, 12. But that would have been a nice move right here. Now you're looking at wide state. You're going to play it up. You can set the stop here. You got a little move up. Not too much move after that. You got nicked out right there. Went further down. Just kept going down. 14, we're back in it. We're looking at wide state. Only playing up. Maybe play this one. Set the stop. Nope, knocked us out. Definitely playing this one. Set the stop, or even playing this tail bar right here. Set the stop. End of the day. Next stop that we got in was Apple. Apple. You're looking at Fab 4. So you're not getting in anything on this. Could have got in here. Comes back down. You're at the top of the Fab 4. You're hoping it bounces off of it. You could use previous day's close or even the 20. Realistically, it'd be nice to get in on this bar right here. That's kind of where I got on. Buy in here. Bounce. It just got a little too high for me. Got out. Took a nice profit. Come back. It's coming back down. Flat 200. That's your strongest indicator. You got to move off of here. Could have set a stop. Nothing happened. You would put that stop under the 200. So you didn't get stopped out here. You're still in it. You're out of it at this point. Position of power. I'm out of it completely, but position of power. We're looking for red bar takeouts. Red bar takeout over green bar. Set the stop. That's a nice move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't expect too much. Get out. We're back in it. These are close. Biggest moves come from when they're close. Elephant bar off a flat 200. We get in it. Look, we get in it. have to put the stop under the 200 because that's the support area. Eventually we get out. We got out a little early, but it does go under it. You get out. You get a red bar going down. I would set the stop right here. We sold right here in it. Could have got out here and took a little profit. It went completely back on us quickly, so we got out and didn't even bother with it. And then as you can see, eventually you could have gotten one of, if you would have gotten this one, combine these two bars, elephant bar, stop, at the end of the day, and you had a position of power. So green takeout, red bar, or green takeout, red bar, or green takeout, red bar, and you could have got that move right there. Visa. So it's like, even, I mean, I had a positive day, so I mean, it was choppy today, but it just shows you don't have to be right all the time to make money. You just have to have the right risk. Let's look at Visa. Visa, you're looking at, here's when the move first happened. That's position of power. This is the secondary move, so keep that in mind. Here's the Fab 4. Here's a neutral bar. Neutral bar is eliminated. Set the stop, goes down, down, get out, you profited, that was a nice trade. Or you stayed in it, let's say you stayed in it, it kept going down. What we tried to do is we tried to counter trade. We got a large green bar right here, we bought, set the stop. It went down and went down and went down and went down. Eventually, we just got out here just because it didn't look like the counter was happening. Main reason, the 20 is going down. The 8 is also going down on the 5 minute. So if both of those are going down, the stock is going down. And as you can see, the stock went further down. It eventually leveled out, but it just went down further. So to 321, we're at 323. And bam, 321. So that type of move right there. Now we're out for the day. We're out for the afternoon. 14, we're back. It looks like it's moving back towards the 20. That's the impression we got with this and this and this crossover. So we just played it as so. We bought here and let it ride. Our main reason for buying here was we saw this curling up, and we knew if this was here, it was going to, if it got past this 200, it was going to go higher. So the issue, we bought here and just said, hey, we're riding that comeback to the 200. Now, it would have been better had we played it if it came back closer to the 20 and then on a color change. We just got in. So it was a little more riskier. I had to put a little bit more risk on it because we had to risk it to the blue line. But it popped up. We eventually just got out once it was a nice trade, but as soon as it got to the 200, because we knew it was going to push down on us, but eventually, once it got over that 200, it just started riding. And this is a power position here. And that's where you know you can just throw a pebble in the water and it's just going to rise. So this should have been red bar takeout here, red bar takeout here, instead of where we got in. But either or, it was still a positive move. Now, the stocks we didn't cover coin. That was I think a crazy one today. Coin was the greatest flow. So looking at it, you would have said, hey, wide stay on the 5, double wide stay on the 5. Semi-wide, wide stay, 1, 2, 3, tail bar. See if we pass the tail bar at any point. We pass the tail bar, set our stop. We get a green bar. And then we can just ride it. $11 we're out. Now it's coming down. Might come back up. $14, here's where it matters. It's flat. So that would explain what happened here. It hit the 200 and then it just 200 is the strong, so it went down 40 and it pops back up. How's it going to interact with the 200? We have a position of power and it goes up. So pops up. Well, it looks like it pops up. when it popped up, but next we got Coin, we got Exxon, and I think JPM. No, Google. Yeah, Google was everywhere. Google, Fab 4, sell. You could have got that. Then it comes back in its Fab 4 area. 11 o'clock, I'm done. This, you could sell that. Set the stop here. Get a little move. You gotta move to past the previous day's close. Not bad. Not really worth the whole risk of it, but you gotta move. Position of power. Although it went through it, you get a move off the 200. Get out of there. But that would have been tricky. And then our last stock is Exxon. Fab 4. Fab 4. Neutral bar. That's a pretty dramatic bar. You're going to ignore everything and just sell into that. Split it in half. 6/3. What's it do? Move accordingly. Now you have a narrow state. Both of them touching the 20 and the 200. This is where our most explosive moves come from. You get an elephant bar, you sell, set the stop. And that's the trade of the day. I would have got out right there. What time was that? 12. Man. Wish I would have been around for that one. So those are the trades for today. Hope you have a good one. See you tomorrow.